What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today is the day that we find out what's in here. Some people have been curious, some people have been asking, but I am going to do a breakdown of my safe and the cheap gun collection that I own. Because for some reason, I just have an infatuation with buying cheap guns. Maybe it's just because I'm a fucking cheap ass, but we will see. But that's what today's video is about. Let's get rolling. All right, you guys. So we've got everything out here on the table. We've got the safe empty. There are more guns. My dad and brother actually use my safe as well. However, here is my cheap gun collection, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off from the cheapest to the most expensive. They're not in order right now, but that's the order we're gonna go in, and it doesn't necessarily have like anything to do with each certain gun, but we're gonna go from the least expensive to the most expensive. Got that? Least expensive, most expensive. Okay, so the first thing we are gonna start with right here, and just so you know, for all you Sallys out there, they're all unloaded, okay? There is no ammo in any of these guns, so everything is fine. But to start it off right here, first gun I ever actually bought, made by Sccy, however you wanna say it. It's their CPX-2, and this is a 9mm, okay? This was the first gun I ever bought, and I have probably put every bit of 5,000 rounds through this, and again, this is the cheap gun. I think MSRP is about 310 bucks. I'll actually put all of the MSRP and everything right here for this gun, so that way you can see it. And again, cheapest gun I bought. I actually bought this out of some guy's basement, and he is an FFL dealer, so do not worry. And I paid about $180 for this one right here. Got a really good deal on it. It was just, again, the first gun I ever bought. And for the most part, and for the price, it has been super reliable. So again, that was the CPX-2 9mm. Gun number two, okay, number two on the list right here, and believe it or not, this is a Sccy CPX-2 chambered in 30-06. Okay, I bought this gun on like a clearance sale for $259 plus taxes and fees and whatever, but this one was the first hunting rifle that I bought, and I'm sad to say that it still hasn't taken down anything. But again, this is a 30-06 Sccy CPX-2 chambered in 30-06. I think I just said that, but I'm gonna put all of those statistics for that particular gun right here, so you can see that one as well. But again, that was number two of my cheap guns. All right, woo, let's move on to gun number three. Okay, this is the third cheapest gun that I have bought. This is actually a Stoeger P3000. I'm not sure if you can read it. You probably can't. Chambered in a waterfowl camo because I do quite a bit of duck hunting, okay? So this gun is a 28-inch barrel, chambered in, obviously, a 12 gauge. That's the best you can do. And then I think the biggest round it shoots is a 3-inch. It doesn't do 3.5. But I paid $299 for this particular gun. And I love it. I mean, it's super light. It has a lot of kick, but for what it is, you can't beat it. And I used to help a lady replace her washers and dryers for her business, and she used to pay me for it. So this is what I bought with the payment she actually gave me for replacing her washer and dryer. So it was not a bad deal, but that is gun number three on our list. All right, moving on to the next one. This is gun number four, my Winchester Sxp 12 gauge. I have two pump 12 gauges. Yeah, I know I'm slacking. I should probably get a semi-auto. But I bought this gun on a clearance sale as well. I think I paid around the same exact price as I did for the Stoeger. This one was just about $300 as well. It was like $302. It was kind of a weird number. But I have put a lot of rounds through this thing. Again, 28-inch barrel, chambered in 12 gauge. Been a phenomenal gun to go pheasant hunting with, duck hunting with, just about anything you think of. It's never jammed on me. So for the price, I would say this one's actually been pretty good. But this was the first shotgun that I actually purchased. And yeah, I've done a lot with it. I shoot trap with it. I mean, everything. That gun has done absolutely everything. And I love it. It's actually my favorite gun I've shot. I have a couple people and a couple friends who have different shotguns, and I've shot a lot of different stuff. My dad here has this semi-auto made by Frankie. I actually just bought this for my brother right here for his birthday, so he's got that Nova. But I prefer this over any of the other ones that I've actually shot in, and I love this gun. The next one on the list right here, Stoeger STR9. I just thought this thing looked good when I bought it. Turns out this is the biggest piece of shit you could buy, and I spent about 360 bucks on it. And if I could do it over again, I would never buy it. I mean, it feels good in your hand. Don't get me wrong, it feels really good in the hand. It actually feels like a Glock. It's built like a Glock, but this thing jams with everything. There is not ammo I have found yet that this does not jam. It's absolutely horrible. It's so unreliable. I'll give it to Stoeger. It looks good. It feels good. It's got the right action as far as like the same build as a Glock, but it's awful. And again, this is a 9mm. That's what the 9 stands for in the STR9, and I believe they make like a compact and some other ones, but this is the full size. Again, awful gun, awful gun. I mean, as you can see, I don't even keep rounds in the clip like I do some of these other ones because it's just so unreliable and it absolutely sucks. So let's call it on that. So believe it or not, the next gun on this list was actually a really good deal. You wouldn't think it would be. However, AR platforms are kind of all over the place with price, depending on what you get, what you do. But I bought this thing this year. It's actually made by a company called Radical Firearms. I wonder if you, yep, there you go. And just so you guys know, on all the guns I have been putting up a quick overview of what it is. I'll do the same for that one right now. And then, again, this is made by Radical Firearms. This gun MSRP's for like, I think 710 bucks or something like that. And I actually bought this gun from the same guy I bought my very first handgun from in his basement. And his overhead is so low, I actually get really, really good deals on this. But this is chambered in 5.56, so it can shoot both. My brother just got me this super sick red dot for my birthday. I haven't even had a chance to mess with it yet. But again, this was the next one on the list. And I paid out the door with a couple hundred rounds of ammo. I think it was right about $465, something like that. And it came with 30 round mag. I thought it was a really good deal for what it was, considering what, you know, manufacturing pricing was. And that's the next one on the list. 465 bucks out the door for this gun. It didn't have this, obviously, but chambered in both. And I've shot this, and it shoots phenomenal. And this adjustable stock, I mean, there's a few things I'm going to change on it, but this was the next one on the list, and I love this gun. I mean, best buy ever. The next guy on the list, girl, guy, whatever they are, it's a gun. Trusty old Glock, okay? This is a Glock 19. It's a Gen 3, chambered in 9. Yeah, I keep it loaded. This is kind of my, like, carry gun and everything. It goes in my truck. It goes a lot of places with me, but pretty basic, super, super reliable. There hasn't been a round that I've put in here that it hasn't shot, so this thing never jams. You know, I tell you, this thing jammed every single time. They look very similar, but this Glock never jams. To be honest with you, I haven't even cleaned it yet, and I just keep shooting it, and it's been fine. Love this gun. And I paid, I want to say, about $550 for this. Some might say it's a bad deal. I probably could have gotten a better deal somewhere else, maybe. But again, about $550 for this one. And yeah, nothing really crazy to report about. It's just been awesome and super reliable. So we have one more gun on the list for the video. And again, this is my cheap gun collection. Don't get me wrong. Like, there is nothing here that's over $800 tops. And I know there's some people that won't even touch guns unless they're, you know, like something more expensive. But this is probably my, you know, outside of my Glock, this is probably the most reliable brand. But this is my brand new elk hunting rifle, deer, well, you know, whatever, but mostly for elk. And this is a Tikka 300 Win Mag. It's the T3X Lite. Phenomenal gun. Love the way this thing shoots. Again, this one hasn't taken down anything yet. And yeah, I love this thing. It's amazing. Here it is right here. You probably can't see it, but it's that T3X Lite. And then I actually have, you know, basically something that helps me with my shots while I'm out there, so I don't have to think about it too much. But this gun, you guys, was $750. This is the most expensive gun that I own in my cheap gun collection. And yeah, I wouldn't say $750 is cheap, but it's the cheapest one compared to what most people who have quite a bit of guns would spend. So I think altogether, if you add up the numbers, I broke out the calculator real quick to kind of figure out numbers, but in my cheap gun collection, again, it could probably be cheaper, but about, I'm gonna say $3,200. That doesn't include taxes and all the other stuff I pay for, but about $3,200 in guns. I have friends who spend an average of $3,200 on one gun. So again, that's why I like to see or say this is my cheap gun collection, because it truly is compared to what you could buy. There it is, guys. One more look at it. I know this wasn't a car video, but my cheap gun collection, I'm super happy with it. Minus this gun, I really could just, pick it up and throw it away. I'm not going to, because it's still worth some money. It would still shoot if I absolutely needed it to, but it will jam almost every shot. But there it is, my cheap gun collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like what you're seeing, hit that subscribe button. If you really like it, hit the bell notification so you get notified every time we post a video, and we will catch you in the next video.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.